now they're saying that that it's a lot more competitive because of the HD radio, internet, and MP3 players. I feel that it's a bad deal for consumers personally. However, with that being said, someone else earlier brought up that it may be good for shareholders. So I think it's bad for consumers, but possibly good for the shareholders in that company. So that being said, we'll want to keep an eye on what's going on with XM Radio and Sirius and that merger. As I said, the FCC approval is yet to come there, and we'll see what happens there. So good things to come out of that. HD radio is something that you guys may or may not use, but this is a $5 billion deal between these companies, and so it's a big deal. There's only, if it happens, there'll be only one satellite radio provider in the world. On to news story number 5. Super 3G data in field test. These were some outdoor tests that were done by NTT Docomo in Japan, and they were able to achieve speeds of 250 megabytes over a wireless 3G connection. So we talk about 2G data, 3G data, 4G data, and this is kind of the go-between between 3G data and 4G data. The dreams are with 4G data, we'll be seeing 1 gigabit per second throughputs on 4G data. Now they're talking, they did this test and they may have it deployed by 2009, and this is over in Japan, so who knows how long it'll take to get to the States. But this is also, weighing up against the WiMAX tests and deployments that are going on in this country, and sure will put a dent in those companies that are focusing on WiMAX. I heard another point to that today, that Australian technical or telecommunications company was doing some WiMAX testing, trying to do voice over IP on WiMAX, and basically ended up saying that it was not a viable solution for wireless data. So thanks for that feedback, Echo. So with that being said, it'd be interesting to see, and a lot of carriers, I guess, including AT&T, Verizon, Vodafone, T-Mobile, Orange, and a handful of other carriers have already said that they're not going for WiMAX. So 3G and LTE long-term evolution data, seeing speeds between 250 megabytes to 1 gigabyte in speed. So those are some awesome speeds that we're going to see with 3G data. I can only dream of the day where I'm getting 250 megabytes of speed on a mobile device like this or on my laptop through a 3G data network. So hopefully by 2009, 2010, we'll be seeing 100 megabits or 250 megabits here in the United States as well. News story number 5, or number 6, I guess here. Amazon takes on Apple with copy protection free music. So I don't know if any of you have heard about this, but Apple iTunes, being the #2 retailer of music in the world, is finally getting some real competition in the internet music distribution front. And this is through Amazon and Amazon's MP3 music store. And what they're doing is they've got digital rights management, free music, and yeah, I'm definitely maxing out my processor here for sure. So they've got music that is digital rights management free, and Apple has some 2 million songs that are digital rights management free out of their 6 million song collection, and Amazon is currently offering 4.5 million songs in their DRM free songs. Amazon's arrival removed some of the stronghold that iTunes has on the market. So iTunes is really, taking names and making stuff happen there. So I appreciate you guys and your feedback in the chat right now, telling me that the audio sounded good or bad. But we'll just move through as best we can here, and hopefully it comes out well in the end. But that's something. To go back to that story, Amazon taking on Apple. So I'm really happy about that. Amazon, especially being a Pacific Northwest company based out of Seattle, Washington, I really like to see them be successful taking on Apple in their iTunes. So let's move on here in the show. I appreciate you guys and your feedback in chat there. So basically, this segment of the show, what I want to talk about is a call-in. It's a call-in segment or viewer questions. For now, we're going to call it viewer questions, and it's basically going to be questions that I receive over the week prior to the show, and how I feel I can, bring some content to the show and answer questions. So the viewer question this week was where to listen to music online, and I've really been enjoying Pandora.org. So I don't know if any of you guys have checked that resource out. I'm going to post it in chat here. Pandora.org. It's free internet radio and a way to find new music. Basically, you can set up, it's a browser-based player. You can set it up and it will actually play music from your kind of genre that you like to listen to. It's part of a music genome project, and it also allows you to listen to that music on your mobile phone. So if you haven't checked out Pandora.org, I highly recommend that you check it out. Other places that we might listen to music online include Live365, Shoutcast.com, Last.fm, as well as MediaMaster. So if you have anything else that you'd like to have answered in viewer questions in the future, go ahead and send an email to live@hiweb.net. That's live@hiweb.net. So that's the viewer question for this week is, again, where to listen to music online, Pandora.org. Check it out if you haven't. It's a great service. I like Pandora better than Live365 because it recommends music from my genre. And you can, there we go, Spank, highly recommended. Here's my segment of the show where I want to do a little commercial. In the future, what I'm going to do here is probably bring in a commercial ad of some sort. But this show, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a spoken commercial. So this show is being brought to you by many affiliates, including Apple Computer, as well as HiWEB.net. For great deals on Apple computers and other gadgets, shop via shop.hiweb.net. I'm going to also go ahead and throw that link into chat there. I'm just going to type shop the easy way and have my bot come back and tell you about it. And thanks, Echo, for posting that in there. So you'll find all kinds of great deals. Newegg.com, Apple.com, Buy.com, Amazon.com, and a handful of other affiliates that I'm partners with. In the future, I'm going to be bringing some special deals. I almost had it tonight with Newegg, but maybe in the next show we're going to have some featured items that will refer you to that you guys may be interested in. So